It's Trill for Life Radio. It's OGC. This where Trill is not just a word or a slogan, it's a lifestyle, and we live like that, man. We on the east side out here at Moonlight tonight, man. I got some of the east side finest, man. I got family in the building. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, man.
What's good, man? This is D-Voc, different vocals, inked by Voc. I do some tattoos and stuff like that. You know, I rap on the side. You know, I hustle.
And peace to all the gods and all the earth, man. I'm just bow tie.
Okay, we got bow tie, man. But I got my boy right here, man. You say you doing the tattoos? Hey, man, let me know where you at, man. What kind of tattoos you doing? Where the people can find you? Where they can pull up on you? Where can you be reached?
That's a bit, man. Shit, you can holler at me on Instagram at Inked by Voc. That's INKDBYVOC. And I'm mobile with it, so I pull up on you, you know what I'm saying? I like it safe and secure, you know what I'm saying? I don't like no problems, no issues. I like to get straight to the point, do business, and we can, you know what I'm saying, do any type of tattoo you like to do. I do any type of artwork, bring it my way, and we can make it happen.
Yeah, man. How long you been doing tests?
Man, on the cool, I've been doing tests, man, since COVID. You know, it was actually a blessing in disguise. You know, I got a lot of long time and got to explore my art. And, you know, I do music, like I said, so I got to explore the drawing and the physical aspect of art on that side. So I started tattooing on myself and then took off and started tattooing other people, man.
Man, I dig that, man. So your music, man, you got anything on any streaming platforms, anything people can listen to? You got anything you can shoot the people that we can check out for?
Man, I got some on SoundCloud, man. I ain't gonna lie. My music, I've been really slacking on that. And, you know, I need to actually get back on that again. But you can find me on SoundCloud, D-Voc, different vocals, you know what I'm saying? It's very simple. D-VOC, that's D with the hyphen, VOC.
Most def, man. I appreciate that, man. That's real love, man. Shit, so what's the name? What's your shit called? Like, you got a song?
Man, I got a couple of, like, man, just a lot of random tracks, man. I freestyle off the head, you know, a lot of just, you know, just exploring my, like I said, my artistry. You know, I don't really try to go one way with it. That's why it's different vocals. So, like I said, you can pick and choose your favorite song. My favorite song right now is actually not even on the on SoundCloud, but called "Y'all Know." It's coming soon. It's actually a snippet.
Y'all know?
Yeah, y'all know. Yeah, y'all know how I be chilling, man.
I can dig it, man. Hey, man, we out here on the east side, man. What's going on, Mr. Bowtie, man? What you got going on, man? Talk to me, man. Yeah, come holler at me, brother, if you don't mind. Come holler at me, my brother, man. Let them know what you got going on, man. Tell them who you is and what you got going on this east side, because you're a very important figure, man. I done seen you, I know you, man. We have 6 degrees of separation, man, but I know you're important, man. I need you to inform the people and let them know why it's important that I have you sitting here, my brother.
Man, you know what, I would say it's a blessing, but that'll be too much of a lesson, you know what I mean? Like taking away from the lesson, you know what I mean? But I would say much abundance, you know what I mean? Much abundance when it comes to that, man, much abundance to you. I receive that because I'm doing the same thing, bro, raising the vibration, you know what I mean? Not trying, but leaving a stamp, a footprint in everybody's DNA that I encounter. So even when I don't remember, they remember, you know what I mean? So let me ask you a question. How are you raising the vibration? That's really why I wanted to come over here, you know what I mean? I said, okay, they got the portal open, so I want to be cautious on you know what I mean, what portal I enter through. So they say you good people. They say y'all good people, so let's see how we can raise the vibration right quick. So what you doing, you know, you got the frequency, you in the airwaves, you know what I mean? You vibrating, so you know what I mean, what vibration you on? Like what's your purpose when it comes to this? Like how you leaving that footprint in somebody's DNA?
Really based on what we're doing right here. I'm bringing a highlight to my people. We making sure we highlight our folks. We used to have to wait until maybe CBS or 97.9 wanted to talk to us, and we had to go through their channels. We had to do whatever it took to be accepted by those particular media outlets, and that was under their terms. That's what Kanye going through right now. He dealing with higher powers, and once you say something against the higher powers, like Kyrie or whatever, they shut you down. And our people need to have ability to shine no matter what, no matter which way we shining. I don't care what a person doing. I don't care care if a person singing. I don't care if a person dancing. I don't care if a person drawing. I don't care what a person is. I don't care if a person tall. I don't care if a person small, big, fat, black, white, gay, straight. Hey, man, what are you doing? You got positive vibes. Then I want to give you an outlet to get your energy out there so people can see it and feel it and understand everything ain't about killing, stealing, and drilling. It's some people out here trying to build and put things together and show love amongst each other's brothers.
That's real. I wanted you to verbalize it so that you can make it vibrate through the airways, make it vibrate through the atmosphere, you know what I mean? And just to be able to put purpose to it, you know what I mean? And that's what's up. I respect that. What if I say we can accomplish everything you just said? We can accomplish all of that plus some without having to go against anybody and without having to shine. Like, if you think about it, raising the vibration is removing the things that are holding us down. Like the dead weight, the dead mass. You understand what I'm saying? The things that are in vain, the things that really don't matter, because at the end of the day, man, we really don't. The average person don't really know who is who when it comes to who our real enemy is. A lot of people still caught up in they still in the spell.
Help them know why they making the wrong choice.
Well, I put it like this. I agree with you. It's not about black and white. It's not about gay and straight. It's not about what it more so is about. It's about ending suppression that's causing oppression. Right? Mother Earth is what it's about right now. Cleansing the earth, raising the vibration so that she can rise. Now, we are the ones responsible for that. How old are you? You got a big mama that you could remember, like back in the day?
Yeah.
Back in the day, right? Everybody most of us can trace back to a big mama, right? Well, that's Mother Earth. Right? Definitely. So right now what it's about is raising her back up on her throne. Right? Not suppressing with the tactics of the oppressor that has been hidden in plain sight. But the way to overcome it, and I could expose it, but the way to overcome it is overcoming the oppressor inside of us. We are more so of our oppressor and our enemy than anything. If we ever get out of the illusion and just be able to stand flat-footed and focus, our biggest enemy is inside of us, the inner me. Right? My enemy is my inner me. Right? So when I go into my inner me and get my inner G or my inner she balanced, now I'm in oneness and I can evolve in full and true power.
I always say the ego, the EGO of ego is edging God out, because anytime you think of you or me, it's ego, because it's always us. Every choice I make is gonna reflect us. If I leave out of here and I go get into an accident, I'm not representing just me or it's us. Because those people that came from Moonlight, those black people that came from Moonlight, those east side black people that came from Moonlight, it's always us. And once you start thinking me and I gotta do this and I gotta do that, I'm edging God out, because I'm thinking more of myself and not of what I have my responsibility. We got to represent us. I got to make sure everybody is good, not just me. And that's what I was saying in coincidence with what you were saying. We got to help each other and we got to love each other. And it's all about the positive vibes and the big mama that you were talking about, keeping her alive. You know the value. She whooped them into me.
Look, so imagine, who is God?
God is in us.
Man, Greater is He that's in you than he in the world.
You and I verse.
Yeah. Allah is in us. It's putting the members together, the body parts. You know what I mean? Remembering. You know what I mean?
Devils, or we could be gods. It's all about your actions. You choose what character in the movie you are.
Because it's all about energy. It's the same energy. It's a matter of which direction you channel that energy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So when you start talking about getting Big Mama energy back, it's the balancing of righteousness when it comes to the divine feminine and divine masculine. And everything that's in her is in us because we come from her, regardless on what the whitewashing has taught us to believe. You know what I mean?
I came from a woman.
You know, I mean, everything has its place, even history, so I don't take away from anybody else's history. But when it comes to us, man born of a woman, you know, the one that's a few days and full of trouble, you know what I mean? It's a little different. So we got to tap back into the non-suppression of the ones that have been really holding us up while 2 generations have been missing due to falling under a spell. You understand what I'm saying? And who was there? The mamas, the aunties, activating that big mama energy. So we can't get grown and abandon it. That's what's gonna really carry us over into this next age that we have already entered into. You know, I believe in multiple dimensions. You know what I mean? So what's happening in the galactic is happening in Sheol as well. So we are the ones to balance it out. We the ones to balance it out.
So how you feel about what's happening right now with some of our brothers from the east side and things that's going on? I feel like it's spiritual.
What's happening? I don't even really know what's happening, brother. I be in my own world.
One of our own from this side of town was alleged in the murder of Takeoff, and right now he's caught up in the situation, and it's just a very sticky, messy situation. But the whole point is,
hey, with that being said, right there alone, that's the type of situations I stay out of.
Right, but the energy, I feel like there's some ritualistic things taking place.
A lot of things are, mainly everything we do, whether we know it or not, is ritualistic in some way or another. Even if we don't understand the spirituality behind the rituals we do that we don't realize is happening.
Absolutely. I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? I'll also say it like this. Though reality exists, it's always an illusion close by, if that's not the illusion.
You hitting the nail on the head.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes what we think is reality is actually the illusion, and we missing real life.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, what could, but let's take that premise, like, take off. What we're doing right now, we're trying to raise our vibration and ascend. So, with whatever happened, you know what I mean, may soul rest in peace. You know what I mean? And condolences to his family.
Absolutely.
And his, you know what I mean, and his friends. But on a mental level, it says to us that we really need to focus on what's essential right now to being able to rise, to be able to take off and ascend where we need to take off and ascend to. You know, before our time is up, because we never know when it's gonna happen, like Takeoff.
And you got like an outlet where you got information where people can reach you and get in touch with you or anything?
I be on social media every now and then, but not too much. I'm not about. I don't want no fame. I don't want no recognition. The same way I've been moving on from however long you've been knowing me. I rather it happen like that. You know what I mean? Ain't no need in feeding my pearls to the dogs and to the swine. Right? So stay tuned, but I'm always open for a conversation. You know what I mean? I'm always open for a conversation because these are the type of conversations that need to be had. You know what I mean? My bro right here, hey, make sure y'all get with him though when it comes to the tattoos. Today my Earth Day, so I'm gonna open up the portal and welcome the ancestors in a little bit some more. You know what I mean? But get with it, man, if you want some tattoos and stuff. But these are the kind of conversations we have, bro. So.
It was definitely good chopping it up with you, man.
I appreciate you not running from that conversation. I appreciate it. And if you can just remember this, every time you are, look, okay, I'll put it like this. And those who are out there who have an ear, they'll hear as well. The Prince of the Airwaves has cleared the pathway for righteousness to prevail. It's up to us to raise righteousness. I put it like that. However it happened, because it's somebody for every group of people. So however, if we can erase the judgment, focus on how to be free. Get out the world. Yeah. This is some real talk. You want to unplug from the matrix. This is going to be the most essential part of this whole conversation. To get out the matrix is simply unplugging from the things of this world.
Right.
The things that cause us to go in a circle.
The distractions.
That cause us to spend our mate, our money, our attention, our time, and our energy. If we don't have that in check, then it's checkmate. You understand what I'm saying? If we can preserve that and spend it wisely, we really have the abundance like Big Mama and them had. They didn't have all these cameras, they ain't have all the, but they had everything, they got everything we have plus some. Tap in.
Hey, you talking some real stuff, man. I done got in trouble in some of my relationships behind what you're talking, man. Behind, like, me telling a person I'm dealing with, it's important to watch what you take in to your mind. Like, a person think you may be trying to control them. You get in a relationship, and then you start noticing that your significant other just like to watch reality TV, which is her business, man. I don't got the right to try to change nobody, but it is very important to me as a black man. I'm very...
We'll make that other one significant then. Right. See, those are the things that make it significant. Right?
Exactly. Like, and it's spending more time with each other, you start to realize, like, maybe our values are a little different. If you can watch this example of our people and it entertains you and doesn't discuss you, then maybe we got a discussion we need to have, because that is a problem. I can't watch my people going through a situation where every man sleeping with every different woman and all the women are like that. That's not how I want my folks represented, because now we got a whole race of glorified prostitutes. Man, these females don't want no relationship. They want a cash app. They want you to Zell them.
Hey, guess what, though? I'm gonna keep it real. That's our fault too.
It ain't our fault too. It's our fault alone.
Yeah, like that's
Hey, I just want to appreciate what True Life Radio, True for Life Radio, man, for having me. It's been a pleasure, man. I'm sitting next to two very wise gentlemen here, and man, you see who I surround myself with. That's my type of environment. That's my type of vibe. I gain a lot of knowledge, and hopefully one day we can all make a change. We got to stick together, and we got to stop the violence, and don't get so caught up in what's provided for us, but start really digging deep into y'all hearts to see where that's at, and then start exploiting that out to the world.
Hey, that's real spill. And look, I don't even say try. What we're trying to do, because trying is too close to line, dine, wine, and sign, and everything else. You know what I mean? That's on the wrong side of the line. You know what I mean? Really raising the vibration is speaking it. What you speak your reality. You know what I mean? Speak it. And not just believe, but believe in what you know. That means you have faith in what you know, that as I speak it, because it's of a righteous motive and intent, the universe is going to open up to it and bless it. You know what I mean? Because back to what you were saying, listen, everybody that we have encountered sleepwalking. And some of us were able to wake up in time enough to not get entrapped, but some of us didn't, because it was a global, galactical, earthly, it was just chaos, war, and we got caught up in it, right? So even when it comes to what the women are doing, I could take you back to the 90s when Escape was saying, hey, I'm just trying to get some understanding. That's right around the same time we was moving into the, like they was saying, like, and I look at it as an era, as a generation. Like I kind of followed it. Like we went from singing love songs to they started begging her to stay. But this was after she was saying, as simple as 1, 2, 3. How can we communicate if you don't listen to me? You know what I need from you? Like, I'm paraphrasing the lyrics, but you know what I mean. Like that's what they were saying, and so it slowly switched over to. And you know what I mean? To Luke Skywalker emerged. You know what I mean? And took over that era, and
like they made this.
And I'm not. And shout out to Luke. You know what I mean? Like everything that has happened had to happen, right? It had to happen. But we can't
to be the man.
They was big.
We didn't become the man, and they became the man. Now they making the stallion. Big lot of.
So remember, if they would. So remember, they 20 years ago, the ones who were saying that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And from what they've had to endure on their side of the war,
they was weak in the knees. They was looking for some understanding, and now I'm
so into you, and I get so weak in the knees, and you know what I mean. But it started out though with, if I ever fall in love again, I'll make sure she a friend. Oh, they started breaking up. And then you got, I'm fiending for you and all that. And it's like what so now we understand what they were fiending for. The very thing that caused separation and caused us to fall, they chose something else outside of the home and the woman in the home. And that's a part of the spell of oppression that we've been in, which has really been more of a spell than anything, family. Believe me when I tell you. They made us believe certain things. But I put it like this, and I take it back to
toxicity is a spell. Like it became popular to be toxic. Jodeci was the first popular toxic people. Future, one of my favorite toxic people right now. But nah, I mean, in our culture, toxicity is valuable.
That's the whole etymology. You just summed up the etymology. It's toxicity of oppression that has been handed down. Right? And the only way we can snap out of it is to snap out of it. Right? And no longer be intimidated by the things that we were taught to be intimidated by. And when it comes to the woman, the home, if it's not worth it, and I grew up in a home where that directly impacted me. You understand what I'm saying? And I know the portal's open, so I really try, but we're gonna go in, and maybe that's the purpose. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff that we have dealt with, it was all remember they say slavery was handed down through generations. That ties into with the Bible when they talk about generational curses. All of this stuff we inherited a lot of stuff that it really ain't had nothing to do with us. And right now the backlash of it is us at what's seemingly at war with our woman, but it's really not. It's the spiritual war that's being exposed, the spiritual warfare that's being exposed, that it's about that energy, that same energy that caused a split in heaven because God started as one ball of energy, one atom. Because God is energy, just like whatever we call it, before it even had a name. Because the name God showed up a little over 600 years ago, derived out of the word "got" from Gothic. But that's neither here nor there. To go beyond that, to the beginning, when it was oneness, that atom split. That's why you got 2 chromosomes. How is it that the deformed chromosome has been convinced that we are the one that is in control, in charge, most powerful? We physically stronger, but not really. We come from her. Yeah, and that was a time before the vibration sunk down too low that she was vibrating so high that she could reproduce on her own. You do know that, the Atlanteans. You understand what I'm saying? So the power has always been inside of the woman and inside of our woman, because everything comes from our woman. The melanated woman is the key to all things. Yet she has been the most suppressed, and we have been under the illusion that we were the ones that were more suppressed, until I really had to sit down and look at it. And I'm not saying that all women are right. I'm not saying all women are righteous. But what I'm saying is I have seen the true force of nature, which is feminine energy. It's a feminine noun. And earth is feminine. So that's her, right? Sheol, that's the etymology for hell. Well, that's the depths of the earth that the enemy is afraid of, but yet the enemy respects it so much he taught us to be afraid of it. That's why we are afraid to dive deep into the ocean of a woman. We'll try to surf. Right? We'll try to surf, but we will really dive deep, because the ocean is representative of her emotions, and our emotions too. It's the waters, right? But it's about respecting her enough to allow her to be who she is and not be intimidated by it. That's how we balance it out, because at the end of the day, we taught her. Well, I ain't gonna say we taught her, and when I say we, I'm talking about us as a people that's been handed down through generations. We taught her to accept a lot of things, and when you look back over the years, man, she's always been down with us. So much so that she was willing to sell her mind, body, and soul. Well, she'd give her mind away to a man. And of course the body come with that, but a lot of them made decisions to sell their souls and to put their kids in jeopardy. And they paid for that. They've been paying for that. Every day they had to pay for that. While men kept feeling like that's on her. I'm finna go out here and I'm finna go do whatever, right? And I've done that before. I've been that fool before. So I'm not speaking as one that's judging, looking down somebody. You know what I mean? Like I'm speaking from experience. But true ascension is being able to go deep down into that bottomless pit, just to realize that's that feminine energy that we as men have even been scared to even recognize that exists inside of us. When hell, if we don't, I mean, it's there, it's nature. Like, it's nature, shit. Right?
I can agree. I can agree.
There's a time for, okay, chaos is feminine energy.
I can agree to that. I can attest to that.
Chaos is feminine energy, and it's time that we need to be chaotic.
I think the point of what we're saying is we got to start getting in control of the whole situation. We got to get in control of our emotions. We got to get in control of our support of our women. Let's get behind our women and raise our women up, and that's the only way we can really have strength as a people.
The only thing we can control is us. Let me tell you, and I'm gonna say this, and I'll let you go. If each individual can control themselves, that individual controls the world. If we as a collective can control ourselves as men to not allow the tsunamis to take place, whereas that woman she gonna let them waters rage once she is triggered. We are gods of the earth. So she is trusting us to not allow those waters to release. And when she do allow those waters to release, that we'll stand back and enjoy nature as well as we do on a beautiful night under the stars. And get the fuck out the way and let her, long as she know, cause she ain't gonna tear it up too much. She ain't gonna. But if you know you done dropped the bomb under that earth, and you deserve that, deal with it, right? Let her be who she is, and she will be who she is, which is the mother of all things, and there's no love like a mother's love. So when you can activate that love in your woman, if we can do that not just from the women we having sex with, it ain't about having sex. If we as a collective, regardless of sexual preference, and I love women, I love the woman in the essence of a woman. I've never been with a man, but if we can do that, take sex off the table, sexuality, sex, and all of that, and just respect her enough to wake her up, and talking about it ain't gonna do it. At this point, we gotta walk them out of it.